Everybody, another geopolitical analysis video. Um, what can I say? I've gotten some negative feedback and people frustrated about the market saying that what we've been saying is off, yada yada, load of crap. Somebody commented. I don't understand the frustration. I've been giving out pretty decent calls when it comes to the interest rate. We've been dead on that. I've been making a video a month and a half ago how the interest rate is going to come down. Like, these lines were drawn way ahead in advance. People could have made a crazy buck with options when it comes to TLT. Bitcoin, I told you, this is sort of like the trend line that I'm seeing. It respected the trend line. As you can see, the buying pressure was insane from 78K. It was a flash crash, taking out longs. Came down, retesting this trend line, and we should be off. If we're not off, we close back here under this flash crash, which I find highly, highly improbable. It's still not negating the bullish perspective that we have. You have to understand, when it comes to commodities, the last push, the last wave of the bull market is very violent. And we haven't seen that yet. Okay? We haven't seen that yet. In an environment where interest rates are dropping precipitously, DXY dropping as well, in a favorable environment where the Fed is seeing inflation is coming down. If you look at Trueflation's website that has independent data away from the government rigged and lies. Okay, the government doesn't post real data. Okay, they have hundreds of economists and they're always trying to find a way to hide information through numbers that are fake. They're fudged. Most people admit this. Okay, that's why they make so many revisions. Okay. Anyways, if you go to true inflation, inflation is coming down quite a bit. Okay. Now we do have some geopolitical turmoil, but all you need to look at, people, all you need to look at historically is oil. The price of oil indicates the state of an economy. This chart is not showing you a healthy economy, a booming, steady trajectory of the US oil. It's showing you that it wants to go further down. And I do really think that we might find it in the 50s, if not 40s at some point. A very smart way to look at the health of the economy is US oil against TLT. Okay? TLT is rising, US oil is dropping. Okay? This is very simple, very straightforward. And those of you who are concerned of a crash in the market, people have been talking about a crash for months and months and months. I fell victim to the negative bias at some point, and then it ripped up like crazy. Okay? So my point here is nothing has changed. You just have to be careful. It's a trader's environment now. It's very volatile. So if you're in this stuff, then you have to brace for some of these crash moves. Keep your money ready. I mean, if you bought Bitcoin at 78,000, you put it 1,000 up, you're still up. Look how much you're up. Okay? You're like up more than 10%. All right? If you buy it here, still decent levels. You don't have to go all in. I don't understand why some people can be very frustrated. Now, if we look at the VIX, the VIX, it's indicating that there's fear in the market. When there's fear in the market, things are on the cheap. Okay? This is just a hedge. Things are quite simple when you have a clear mind and when you're not banking on just one thing. Okay? If you can't enjoy the ride, all right, and you want a quick fix, stay on something that is very, very stable. Okay? Pick the tilts. If you don't like the volatility, pick the tilts. You don't have to have options like I did. Okay? you could just steadily buy the TLT because interest rates are coming down. I'm telling you. I thought that, we already, the head and shoulder that we're about to hit is somewhere over here. I think that in a few months we're going to be in this area. Okay, we might see a bounce at some point, but I do think this is a good opportunity to further go into treasuries. Bitcoin is still looking great. Look, this beautiful candle, it has happened before. Okay, look at this. Look at this beautiful candle. This beautiful, bottoming tail. It was retested again. Look, it reached. It pierced half of this buying pressure again after a few weeks, and then it went off to the races. Retests happen, and this is healthy, but the leverage longs are sometimes cashed out. All right, and we saw it with the miners. Look at the miners. Okay, look at this beautiful reversal candle. It's just a retest. Yeah, we might come back. We might come a bit lower, but we're not going to stay here for too long. Always look at the weekly, and don't go all in. You can buy longer. Okay, this is an accumulation game, and we're still in the beginning of this. So don't be afraid of some of the volatility. Okay, the crypto reserve thing, yeah, it was on the weekend. Usually news on the weekends can be a bit off in terms of the accuracy. It's usually news throughout the week that matter for the markets. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Have a good one.